who? Belly. And he was like, oh shit. Guys, it's okay to date someone else. You don't have to date your like sibling.
Yeah. Oh my god, Conrad, touch me like that. Oh my god.
Eating finance bowl for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly.
God, Belly. Like, yes, mommy.
I'm gonna pick this guy over this guy, okay?
Whoop.
Okay, it's to the brim. Be a man!
I need X marks on his eyes. Back up. What kind of cake is $700 fucking dollars?
Why are you apologizing?
Ew. Oh my gosh. That was such a good idea. Yeah. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Amy.
Hi, I'm Lanan. And welcome back to Bingeable Beans.
Excuse me.
All right, today we're going to be talking about
The Summer I Turned Pretty, Season 3.
But before we get into that, we have some French pastries because Belly goes to Paris
Or whatever.
That was good. Like poop. Has crack on top. Wait, is that chocolate?
Oh my god.
What are you doing? I just put it in half. Get the other half and show it. Look at that. Wow. What are you doing? I bet you guys never seen that before. No ASMR has done that before.
Anyways, back to the main topic. The main topics.
Jeremiah Hate Club. Jeremiah Hate Club. Jeremiah Hate Club. Jeremiah Hate Club. I don't even pick Conrad. I said that even though, like, let's say, like, yeah, they had a whole wedding. Belly chose him in the end. But I did say last season that I would pick Conrad, but not anymore. I can't pick an unstable man. I'm sorry. Like, just because, like, you're going in like this emotional, like, state in your life, you know, your mother died. I do feel bad and sorry, but it's just like you can't do that. Like, oh, you let go someone and then now you want her back. That's just so fucked up.
I will preface with season 1, I was team nobody. Season 2, I was team Belly is the problem. And in season 3, I actually am team Conrad. But I will explain that later. Because before we get into Conrad, I want to talk about Mr. Jeremiah over here.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But yeah, Jeremiah, I do want to also say though, even if I wanted to, I actually couldn't find a bad picture of him. Like, I think this season, especially, they made his character so insufferable.
Yo, my god, yeah. I can't stand him.
The first thing that made me obviously dislike him is, and the first thing that the show starts off with basically is the fact that Jeremiah cheated, or whatever you want to define it, right? Mm-hmm. So the premise is that he and Belly got in a huge argument, and they were like, it was Jeremiah, I'm pretty sure, that like called it quits. He was like, fine, we're done. Mm-hmm. We're done.
And the Belly's like, okay.
And then like he goes to Cabo for a week. Only a week. And he cheats on her. I say quotation marks because this is a big debate, is whether it was cheating or not, because like I said, they technically just broke up. Mm-hmm. They were broken up already.
Mm-hmm. Can I say what I think? I think yes, it is cheating, because just because they said, oh, we're gonna like, you know, break up, I think it was just he in the moment. I mean, they should have solved it right away and like, oh, I was just kidding, haha, I don't mean break up. But even though they said that, I think it's cheating because they just broke up. Like, let's say like they actually did. That's like, and then you expect to get back with her. If you expect to get back with her, then I think that's cheating.
Yeah. Because people were saying that, okay, Jeremiah's argument was that he thought they were actually done. For real. Mm-hmm. That's why he went and did that. Which I also want to say that I think what he did was wrong either way. Whether you consider it cheating or not, it was wrong. Because let's say the example of he genuinely thought that they broke up. Going right away to another girl, that's horrible. You can't. No.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
And the other way, if he thought that they would get back, that's even worse, obviously, right? But people were saying that he, back of his head, knew that he was going to go back to her. Because for one, why would he have gotten that bracelet for her? And why did he feel guilty after?
Yeah.
Why did he feel guilty? Right? He knew that he was doing something wrong by feeling guilty. So,
And if like he was intoxicated, that's still fucked up. Like I feel like there's no excuse to that.
there's no excuses.
Yeah. I was like, if you're gonna hook up with someone, like don't get back with Belly, and like get married too right away. Ew.
Oh my gosh,
that was such a good idea to get married right away after getting cheated on.
Yeah. What? Okay. The thing is, there was that debate about was it cheating or not, and then like you said, right after Belly finds out, she's upset at him. Obviously, right? She's like not talking to him. Whatever. They're done. But Steven gets into this really, really big accident that eventually brings them back together. Not together, but they're just. Jeremiah is also there because he's friends with Steven at the hospital. And so that's when they like talk about it more. And then Belly apologizes, which pissed me off actually, because why are you apologizing?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I could see why you thought it was like we were broken up and this and that. Sorry for reacting like that. I don't want to let one mistake like ruin all those years of us. I'm like, this was like after she was like all sad about it, whatever, right? And then like she was talking to him. She was ready to have that conversation. She was like, I want us to start over, fresh start. And then he jumps to, oh, will you? He doesn't even finish. She's like, yes. And I'm like, didn't you just say you wanted a fresh start? A fresh start does not mean getting married.
And
what?
And I think him saying getting married is his way of two things: of covering his guilt and then showing her that he's sincere.
Yeah, he thinks that putting a ring on, barely a ring, by the way, will just fix it.
Yeah,
it just fix it, right? Because he's in this constant competition with Conrad.
Yeah, everything
in life, including Belly. And I think in the back of his mind, he knows that Belly is for Conrad.
Yeah,
he knows that. That's why he's always insecure. That argument that caused him to break up that first time before he left to Cabo was related to his insecurity against Conrad.
Which, by the way, he just keeps bringing it the fuck up. Like, he would always mention, because I think it's also revolving around his dad, because he always wants to prove to his dad that he's like worthy or he's good, because his dad favors Conrad. So I think that's part of why he's insecure about Conrad, because he views Conrad, oh, he's perfect, he's the golden child, he's the doctor. And so
I don't necessarily blame him for feeling that way, because whenever his dad is horrible about that. I don't blame him, but there are things that he can control. You know what I mean? And he just continues to play victim.
Yeah.
Well, Conrad this season, he took things to like his own hands, because he went through things too, and he also has this thing against his dad, right?
Yeah.
But he also takes things he went to therapy, and he's really like trying to talk to people and open up more.
Yeah.
But I think Jeremiah is a step behind in this like healing process, and he's just hanging on to Belly. And because Belly just seems to solve everything for him. He mentioned that too. That's why he likes Belly.
Yeah.
He has this sense of warm, safe, whatever. It's because she kind of babies him almost.
Yeah, it's kind of sad and annoying to watch, because there was a time where she got accepted to the Paris internship or whatever, and then she was just like rethinking about it just because she didn't want to leave Jeremiah alone. And Jeremiah admitted that he kind of let that happen. He let her stay because he didn't want her to leave him. Just like, ew, what the heck? Like, that's not what you do, like, as a boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah. And back to the topic about their marriage, right?
Yeah.
Why they did it right away. I was like, Jeremiah, it made sense. Okay, he was coming for himself. He was like thinking this will solve everything. for Belly, I'm like, you really don't have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, she went through so much stress. Her mom literally said, just wait until you finish college.
Yeah, they're so young.
When they only have like a year left until you finish college anyways. So just finish college and your mom will support you. Your mom will be there. You don't have to go through this sadness of like, oh, my mom's not here to like pick out my wedding dress.
It is not because like her mom doesn't love her. She loves her. That's why she doesn't want to attend this wedding, because she doesn't think this is the best for Belly. And this is such a reckless idea. And like, yeah, I don't know why they were in the rush to get married. They were so young and they're broke. And then she had to work like a separate job as a server job. And she had to like freaking buy like a cheap ass dress. Like, I don't know.
It was just awesome. I'm like, part of me feels bad because, oh, your mom's up there. That's sad. But it's so hard to, because you're doing this to yourself.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for Belly or Jeremiah in that situation. And I don't know why they were so in defense and victimizing themselves whenever these people, their family, wouldn't agree to this wedding. They're like, oh, like, you're supposed to be there for my special day. Like, they're literally guilt tripping the mom and everyone. They're like, how come you don't support us? Like, we want to get married. We love each other. And they were just telling them to wait. Just wait. Like, wait until like you're out of college at least. But no, I don't know why they were so in rush to get married. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then on Belly's end, I was thinking about it, and it was definitely the fact that, because remember, she was upset about the cheating, right? This whole idea of marriage and getting ready for a wedding ceremony, I think distracted her a lot from the fact that
Jeremiah cheated.
Yeah, what he did. She's just really like excited about all these things, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that like she just caught in the moment, like, oh, getting married was like exciting. Yeah.
But we're talking about marriage and how this isn't a great idea, right? Jeremiah didn't have to go forth with this. He didn't have to, like, okay, this is my thing, right? He saw how much stress Belly was in. Yeah. He could have been like, hey, so, we don't have to do this right now. Like, let's... Because there really isn't a reason to, okay? It's not like you're about to be deported or something and you need to get married. You know what I mean? It's no... Or, like, no one's about to die. You're still gonna be here in a year, okay? For, like... You never know what happens, but you know what I mean, okay? If I were Jeremiah, I'd be like, okay, like, it's just... I don't want you to be stressed out. I can't stand the fact that putting you through this, making you stressed out. You have to work so much, so let's just push it back.
Yeah, Belly's one thing, Jeremiah's another, but I think we all can just see, like, through his actions, like, he is a super senior now. He parties a lot.
Oh my god.
Before Belly, he was like basically making it out with everyone. We could clearly tell that he's not thinking straight and he's just stupid. He's just... Yeah,
they really, really made him insufferable this season, because there's another thing, right? Because like you said, he's a super senior, so he's talking to his dad about it because he has to continue another semester, and his dad is upset, obviously, because he has to pay for another semester. And then Jeremiah's getting all defensive, and he's like, "Well, sorry, I just wanted to have fun in my college years," and I'm like,
then don't be upset that you're a super senior.
Right, I'm like, you can't have fun in disregard of school. No one said you couldn't have fun, but you can't disregard school and using fun as an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're so spoiled and entitled to just think that, like, everything would just be okay. Like,
yeah, his spoiledness showed through this season.
Yes, and then you just keep victimizing yourself. Like, you did that yourself. Why are you like... Oh, I'm a super senior. Like, you didn't read the email. You didn't do what was needed to be done to graduate.
Oh my god, that reminds me of like him pouting and like being like such a baby. Was like during their wedding. By the way, he was like working at his dad's company at this point. Like, they were calling him Nepo baby or whatever. Because he took the job because he needed money for the wedding, I think, and
to prove to his dad too.
Yeah, and Belly, she was on her own for the most part on like the wedding situation.
Actually, okay, sorry, because you were talking about the money. I don't think he even took it mainly because of the money. It was just to prove to his dad that he's like serious in life now, and he's, in a grown up stage.
Yeah, but I was saying, like, Belly was on her own and she had to buy this cake, right? The specific cake that Jeremiah wanted. It wasn't like, oh, just a chocolate cake from Walmart. It was like this homemade one from the bakery.
It has to have 2 layers.
2 layers, something glazed. A mirror glaze. And it was like fucking $500.
$700.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, first of all, back up. What kind of cake is $700 fucking dollars? I was like, I've never heard. Maybe wedding cakes are that, or is it the mirror glaze or some shit that was making it like extra $500? But what the fuck? That doesn't taste like, I don't know, some unicorn poop shit. Like, I don't want it. Anyways, besides that, but yeah, she had to go on her own and like she had to call Jeremiah. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, Jeremiah, I don't think I could get you that like mirror glaze double
She's
cake.
really trying to make this budget work here, but he's just like, oh, but you don't understand. It's the flavor, the palette, and the portfolio.
He did say though, like, oh, we both get to choose one thing for the wedding, and this is the one thing that he wanted. But why is the one thing he wanted was like a $700 fucking cake, bruh? What is the mirror glaze, by the way?
And mind you, at the end, we find out that he could have just baked it himself the whole time.
This motherfucker. Anyways, yeah. I fucking hate Jeremiah. I can't fucking stand him.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
I need X marks on his eyes.
No, yeah, he infuriated me because, like, his internship, for example, right? He's just there. Because how Belly sees it is like, they don't have money, so she has to work, right? He could have also went the same route and be like, okay, let me also work, bust my get 2 jobs, this and that. But he was just so focused on getting on his dad's good side, so his dad could pay for it.
Which he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, his dad did.
There was the intention though, was not just for the dad's support, but so that the dad could pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you genuinely want to prove yourself, you should be like, oh, I got it. I just want you to be there, support me, but I will pay for it. Be a man.
Oh, you know what's kind of sad is that because his dad was paying for it, he kind of had to go with what the dad kind of wanted. So they had the wedding at the club. And when Belly heard this, she's like, why did you not talk to me first? Because Belly doesn't want the wedding at the
And she doesn't
club.
want random people there.
Yeah, which a bunch of like business people were going to be there. And whatever. And then I think she talked that conversation. Jeremiah's like, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then Belly's like, it's fine. No, and she just let it happen.
Because
like,
he can only see what's convenient for him. It was easy. His dad would pay for it.
Yeah.
Not what Belly truly wanted. I literally could not stand him, okay? To the point, my notes were filled with reasons why I hated him, okay? You want to see? I have a long
show them.
list.
Show them.
Okay, I came ready. Whoop. Okay, it's to the brim. Shall I read? Okay. First of all, he didn't finish school. He's a bum. In debt. Oh, mind you, in debt over. He bought some games. It was like a football ticket game or something like that. That's why he's in debt. That's why his credit score plummeted, because he's uneducated and just lack of responsibility. And he cheated, or whatever you want to call it, okay? Still messed up. He doesn't care enough about Belly. Clearly, even if he says it, he doesn't. She's stressed and this and that, but he's just letting it happen. And he's just so picky. I got an ick from that. I need my mirror glaze. It has to be cacao 70%. And he's always jumping to his dad for help. He's playing victim all the time. So insecure, okay? Horrible communicating, obviously. He's a nepo baby, spoiled. Taking the internship for granted. Hello, other people would like kill for that, to be in his position. He's causing her stress, and he's always like having her baby him, basically. And he's immature, makes her work. Yeah. The list could go on too, to be honest, right? Like,
Jeremiah hate club.
Okay. At first, I could not understand how people could even be Team Jeremiah.
Yeah. I was about to say, why is there even a thing existing like that? Team Jeremiah, what?
Yeah.
What?
So I could not understand, right? Could not fathom it. That someone would be like, oh, I'm gonna pick this guy over this guy, okay? But I did see a few comments that it did make more sense. For one, some people were saying they're Team Jeremiah, but just Jeremiah by himself. Like, they just want him to be happy.
Okay.
Without Belly, right?
Okay.
And then people were explaining that he is actually a likable person outside of the family, outside of Belly. And if you think about it, you're not completely wrong. Okay, I think he just is seen because okay, he in looks wise, he's not insecure about his looks. He's just the thing that makes him so insecure is his brother, right? He's his constant comparison to his brother. So he just needs to be taken away from the situation with his brother and Belly, and he would grow.
Like he'd be perfectly fine.
Well, I don't know about perfectly, but he would at least be able to grow more.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Does it?
I
Take away
mean,
from the fact that he was still insufferable this season, I don't think so.
in the first season, it still showed like he wasn't like a perfect guy either. He was like making out with everyone.
Yeah.
Not because of Conrad, not because of Belly.
Well, even the making out thing, that it was seen as like he's just this like sunshine. He's supposed to be like this one that's
happy, giddy,
yeah, like he's always
getting
happy
along with
for
everyone.
Yeah,
I guess so.
So he's not a bad in terms of personality wise. I don't think he's horrible. Very, very immature, but I think the situation, because he's so used to Belly babying him, and like he just jumps to Belly, oh baby, Belly like just helps me feel better, that he's not growing up on his own. And he's so that that's another problem too for Belly too, is they are so lost in this relationship that they can't find each other. Because I think I mentioned this last episode too for season 2, was I feel like Belly just needs to step away from this Conrad and just the family, this town, just step out of it. And I think honestly, same thing applies for Jeremiah. Because at first I was like, Denise is too good for him. It's too good for him.
Oh yeah, Denise, right?
Yeah.
She's such a baddie, by the way. Eating finance bowls for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at first I was really big on like she's too good for him, but I was also like, she is what he needed.
Yes, I was gonna say too. Like she's literally, I would say perfect, but she's really good for him because she's like I said, she eats finance bros. Like because Jeremiah is such a baby, she's like kind of like motherly almost, and like kind of putting him in his place. Yeah.
And there was this one thing that someone mentioned that I was like, oh, you're right. They were like, she is winning. She's getting generational wealth if she marries him.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, you're right.
She's getting the connections.
And like Jeremiah is like being a chef, so she would get like not a stay-at-home dad, but like I see like she gets all these great meals and generational. I was like, you know what? You're very right.
Perfect.
You're
That's
really
really
right.
Perfect.
Because you also see the change that she brought to him though was when he's like solving things on his own. Do you remember the scene where he like went out of his way? She was complaining about the couch. And he went out his way to just buy a new couch. He solved it himself. It seems so little. But I feel like with Belly would have had to like tell him, like nag him, like, hey, or Belly would have just bought a new couch herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But here, like, I guess they were saying like, Denise allows him to solve things on his own while also still being supportive though and being stern. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah.
But she allows room for him to do things. And I was like, you know what? You're really right. And look at him, like he's like flourishing to do cooking and stuff, and she's very like encouraging and supportive of that. We're talking about how Jeremiah, once he stepped away from, you know, Conrad and all of that, he grew, right? Once Belly stepped away to Paris, you can see the growth in her. She really found herself.
Yeah.
She's so different.
The wedding flopped, by the way. Like,
yeah.
that was a hot fucking mess. Like, Jeremiah didn't show up. He was getting emotional because of... They solved the problem, by the way, the night before. Belly and Jeremiah. But Jeremiah, like, he like, questioned it, rather. He's like, so you mean you're gonna go back to Conrad? And then, no, that's not what she means. She's literally solving... She didn't say that. But in the morning of the wedding... Like, he disappeared. He went to like his mom's like graveyard to sit there and ponder and be emotional until someone had to pick him up.
Yeah,
Conrad.
And mind you, I do have a comment about the wedding situation. Why it like went to trash, right? Was because Conrad confessed to Belly the night before. And like everyone was so mad that why would Conrad do that? Why would Conrad do that? But if Belly genuinely loved Jeremiah, the confession wouldn't have affected anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, Conrad has his own situation.
He's blamed a little too much for everything.
Yeah.
Way too much.
They're like, fuck you, Conrad. I'm like, but it had nothing to do with your wedding.
He got slapped because of that. Like, what? And I think, again, it just goes to Jeremiah knew deep down that Belly loved Conrad the whole time. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying Belly was not a good person because she didn't know what she wanted. And mind you, she was probably emotionally cheating all those 4 years, whether she wants to admit it or not.
Yeah.
She always had Conrad in the back of her mind.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying when she went to Paris, she was really able to. She's not really thinking about them as much anymore, you know. So her thoughts will be able to. She'll be able to be more clear, and then she grew a lot because
Yeah. She was like dating other people.
yeah.
Yeah, that Paris arc, honestly, I love. Ever since like she got her backpack stolen, I was like, yes. She's
Yes.
like women power. She was like, she snatched her backpack back. By the way, it was like in this weird sus ass club, but that's where
Yeah.
she met like the really cool people, and that was like her new set of friends. Yeah, she changed a lot. Like honestly, I literally got an orgasm. I was like, oh my god, yes, Belly, yes. Like she got a bob. Her whole style changed. She was literally smoking a cigarette on her birthday. I was like, oh my god, Belly, like yes, mommy.
But yeah, the speaking of change too, right? Another person that did change was Conrad. Not necessarily throughout the season, but from season 2 to season 3, he's like changed a lot ever since he left for Stanford, right? And that's why again, it goes all back to all 3 of them needed time away from the city. Right? The time away from this weird bubble that they have going on. Because Conrad, he started to go to therapy. He started to reach out to people more. He spoke to Laurel and he's really trying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's why I am Team Conrad now. Because people are like, oh, he's unemotionally unstable, whatever. But he does change. He does fix himself.
Excuse me.
And like, I think he said it himself too. He's like, I've changed everything about me except the fact that I love you to Belly. And I'm like, I think honestly it means even more, you know, because they also showed his friend that he had Agnes, I think. That's what I'm saying. Like he could have easily went to her. I think she did have a crush on him. But because he loved Belly so much, he didn't date anybody.
Yeah.
In those years. He only ever thought about Belly.
Okay, I give him that. You know, I give him that. He was also sending like love letters while she's in Paris for like all these months.
Yeah, and he's not being pressured. He's not pressuring her either.
Yeah.
When Belly called Jeremiah when she was in Paris, he was like, well, fuck you. Don't call me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
But Conrad, very, very patient. He's very understanding. He's like, okay, like if you need your time away, I will respect that. And then he was really questioning. He was like, should I go to Paris or not? Because he's really considering a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's considering things. He's considering her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he finally did go to Paris, and then they danced next to like this river. It was like night. It was so vibey, by the way. The music, they're just, you know, it wasn't even like intimate. I mean, it was intimate. It wasn't like fucking yet. It was just like, oh, friendly, and then they just got really intimate and they kissed.
Like really fast. It went really fast.
They kissed, and they kissed in the car, and they kissed in the stairway.
And it was like more than kissing there.
Stairway. Wow, guys, that was crazy. Oh my god, Conrad, touch me like that. Oh my god, they were freaked out, bro. They were freaked out. And then like that was the last time I think Belly was like, I don't think I can do this, because I couldn't do that either. I can't. That's why I'm like, I don't think I could do Conrad, because maybe in this situation is special because they've known each other for a long ass time, but in real life, you wouldn't want someone that's like gonna drop you and then pick you back up when they're ready. Or maybe that does happen a lot, and that is okay.
Well, it was years. It was a long time. It wasn't like, oh, it was back and forth so many times. He took a long time away from her. Years. Literally years. And I think he was able to prove himself that he wanted her. She was the one that was like unsure, if anything.
I'm just like, guys, it's okay to date someone else. You don't have to date your like sibling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Belly was also great. That's why they had the conversation in Paris after they like, you know, did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah, I think after. Before? I don't know. Whatever. They had a conversation in Paris, right? About that. How like she was like, are you liking me because that's what Susanna wanted? Because that was ingrained into these 3 kids.
Yeah.
Right? Since they were little, like, oh, Belly's gonna end up with one of the boys. I think that was a big reason why when Conrad didn't work out, she jumped to Jeremiah and she stuck with it. She's like, well, Conrad didn't work out, so it has to be Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And she clung on to that so much.
And I don't know why.
They're meant for each other.
Conrad and Belly?
Yeah.
I guess
Whether you
so.
want to, you like it or not. I feel like from the beginning, that's how it was.
Belly and her brothers.
Yeah.
They better get married and have kids because I'm done with their shit. I'm done.
I like this season a lot better than the
Me
other
too.
seasons.
My favorite season. People were saying it was too short. It could have been longer.
Yeah. Either that, there were also people saying there were too many filler things. Like the arc of Taylor and Steven were just talked about too much, which I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
Look, they brought in like a lot of like subplots, like her mom and the financial crisis.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Oh, I will say one thing. Adam, their dad, he's a horrible dad, but he's really funny. He had such funny moments, like, because he's just like is not very there, not very present, so he doesn't really know what's going on with Conrad and Belly. And so Conrad's explaining the whole lore, and he's like, why would you do that? And he's like, because I love her. And he's like, who? Belly. And he was like, oh shit. He has no clue. And he keeps bringing champagne to the one from Jeremiah's wedding,
Oh yeah.
to these events that
They were throwing away like food and like everything that was left over from the wedding that flopped. And then Jeremiah's dad was like, Adam was like, oh yeah, I'm keeping these. There's a really expensive champagne. They're really nice.
and then
After months later,
yeah, like they had a Thanksgiving dinner thing. He brought the champagne. Jeremiah's big event.
Yeah.
With like, I guess it was very important because he's making all these foods, right?
Yeah.
He brings a whole crate of the same champagne
from the wedding, and then Jeremiah's like, is that champagne from my wedding? He's like, yeah, it was really nice.
One thing I will say is I think the music was better. Like everything overall was better. Music was better. I don't know. Maybe it's just like because I like the season overall. Actually, yeah, it was better. The Paris scenes with the choice of music for the Paris scenes was so good. I loved the Paris scenes. Loved the Christmas scenes. Oh, was so good.
Yeah, the Christmas scenes
in Paris.
peak. Oh, I do have to say, I remembered. Of course, I feel like the book. There's the book version. Everyone that read it before always says it's better than the movie, and they people had a friend said that the movie or the show, I mean, had stuff that wasn't in the book, and I feel like that happens a lot.
I guess we shall rate it.
Yeah,
I'll give mine. I think this season alone, I give it a 8.5, and then overall, the whole thing, I would give it a 8.
I think 8.9. I can't fully give it a 9 for some reason. 8.9.
Like, is it interesting? Yeah. But is it life-changing? No.
Yeah.
Was it bingeable? Would you say bingeable? Yes or no?
I mean, yeah, it's in some parts, yeah. Yeah, there were some parts that are bingeable.
I will say season 3 is bingeable. In my opinion. I will give it that.
I would say it's rage bait. That's why it was bingeable.
I think that about sums it up. I'm excited for our next show. You should also be excited as well.
Yes.
We're going back to Korea.
Yeah.
Back to Korea, but we think it's a good show, and it has a very, very iconic people in it.
Yep.
And we also have exciting other things planned ahead because, it's October, and you know what's in October.
Halloween.
Halloween week. And you guys might not know this, but last year, I'm telling you,
Anyways, I hope you look fine. Anyways, what?
we went all out with Halloween.
We'll never show maybe we will. For fun. If you still have it.
It was scrapped, but the decoration, the costumes, we went all out. Trust. So in case you couldn't tell.
And I'm donkey. Help.
Yeah.
I literally cannot see anything, guys. It smells like plastic and balloon in here.
Turn to the side.
Bye.
So we will bring that back this year. Don't you worry. You will also get a glimpse of it. But with that being said, I think it's time to go to sleep.
Okay, so close your eyes. Shut your mouth. Dream a dream. Dream is out. Dream.
Bye.
And then we have a chocolat croissant. And then this, okay, technically it's also a chocolat croissant, but it looks like a pain au chocolat. I couldn't find a pain au chocolat, so this will do. And then we have these, I think they're called
Madeleine?
Yeah.
Bushy.
Yeah, they're called Madeleine, whatever. And then we have macaron and peaches.
Because Belly likes peaches.
Yeah, or whatever. Whatever happens between them with the peaches.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna say my one-liner. Un café, s'il te plaît, merci. It means one coffee, please. Thank you. Okay.
Alrighty, which one do you want to try?
I kind of want to try the pastries first.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this one. This looks most plain, so.
It looks boring, but okay.
Yeah.
Go for the boring one.
Okay. Are you gonna get a piece?
Okay. I guess I will.
Ooh, that was good. Cheers. It sounds crunchy, but it's not.
Yeah, this one's gonna be messy. I want to try this one, the fake pain au chocolat.
Okay. Rip.
Oh. Rip it.
That was good. Cheers. This is like poop. I'm not kidding. That's good. Oh my god, it's flaky. Yeah. That was one step further because it has chocolate. But it's basically the same thing, but with chocolate.
But I like it though.
Yeah.
This one is also the same thing. They're just different shapes.
But this one has this one has both. Like it
has crack on top.
Wait, is that chocolate in the middle?
Yeah, it's chocolate.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same thing. This one's just shaped differently.
Oh.
It just recognized the croissant as an infant. The camera.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I just split it in half.
Get the other half and show it.
Look at that. Wow.
What are you doing?
I bet you guys never seen that before. No ASMR has done that before. Yeah.
Just eat the croissant.
It probably turned you guys on, didn't it?
Oh, ew.
Wait, help me rip it. Ooh, that was good.
I'm gonna eat the bottom. This is so messy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bite it. I don't want to rip it.
What?
You could bite the other side.
What are you talking about?
You could bite this side. I'll bite this side.
Are we gonna put the? Are you talking about this? Wait, you wanna do that? No. Let's do that. I'll put my piece out. Look, I'll bite this.
Sometimes Alex kiss me. I did this on purpose. I stare at him. So when he opens his eyes, this is what he sees.
Fucking creepy.
It's the funniest thing ever.
You wanna eat like that? I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh my god.
Wait.
Go be quiet. My makeup. My makeup. It just tastes like a chocolate croissant.
This one was better.
I like this one because it was extra romantic.
That was not romantic. Moving on. I wanted to try these. So,
Whisper.
oh, I wanted to try these.
Bling.
This one is, I believe, the chocolate orange.
It's different. It's two different.
Yes, one of them's pumpkin, and one of them's a dark chocolate orange.
Wait, let's just split one.
Okay. I'm just kidding, bro. Wait.
Oh, let's split it like this. You hold the other side.
No.
What do you?
It's not gonna be the same.
Like this is better. Look at this shit. Look at this
shitty shit. Oh, this is better, huh? This is crumb up shit. What is this?
Just eat it.
Bruh.
Just eat
Cheers.
it. Just eat it.
I didn't like that too much. It was whatever. Okay, let's try this one. If I
No,
were,
let's just
What?
get different ones. Just eat the whole thing.
I don't want to.
Just eat it.
Let's take a bite. I think I like this one better. Yeah, the last one, if I were to rate it, I would give it like a 4. This one, I would give it like a 8.5. It even has like pistachio bits on top. I don't know, kind of mid. Yeah, this was from HEB. Okay, I put it down. It smudges on my leg. Come on, we gotta move on. Now we're gonna try whatever Madeline things. Have you guys seen these before? Looks like a shell or a surfboard. What would you call this? Oh, I think it's a shell with like a. It's supposed to be that's the pearl. Dog, eat it. Cheers. Yeah, good classic.
Nothing much to say.
It's good. I feel like it'd be good with milk.
Yes, these are really good with milk. Anyways, which one was your favorite? This was my least favorite.
I don't even know. Probably this. It's a good classic. Everything else was like low-key kind of mid.
Oh, I actually like this one. The pain au chocolat. Well, the fake pain au chocolat.
Right.
And then the peaches are for decoration.
I'm not eating the peach.
I don't like peaches like that. I don't know how she fully bit into them like that.
Right? And I bet hers has like the peach fuzz on it, and that probably hurt to eat.
Well, I know in the behind the scenes, they pumped it with simple syrup because it was super juicy. Remember? To get that, they pumped it with simple syrup.
Yeah, ain't no real peach does that.
No peach is that juicy. Stop the cap.
But if have you ever like rubbed the peach on your face with like the peach fuzz? It actually hurts.
Why would you do that?
I didn't do that, but my sister did. And then she made me do it. I was like, yeah, that low-key kind of hurts.